What is up, friends? Welcome back for the next episode of Fargo. I am so stoked to be hopping into this after the absolutely incredible premiere episode. As I mentioned during that, one of my favorite premiere episodes ever. Just instantly had me hooked. So well structured and paced and acted. I really like the two leads, or assuming they're the two leads at this point, because obviously it seems like nobody's really safe right now in the story, but Martin Freeman, who plays Lester, and then our main villain, who I don't know his actor name, but I thought he was fantastic, super captivating, and his line delivery and the writing of his lines I thought was just exceptional. And so I feel like I am in store for some really great stuff. Looking forward to seeing how the story unravels even more, because at first I thought it was just going to be kind of like your typical style where things unfold slowly, but Lester just kind of hit this whirlwind of chaos there in the second half of that episode, and everything fell apart real quick. And so I don't know if that's how it's going to continue, or if it's going to start to slow down a little bit now that we are kind of on board as an audience. Either way, I am really looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into episode 2.
We're here about Hess.
Oh yeah, you want gold. Max gold. He's on his way.
I definitely recognize the guy who was on the left, but as is the case most often, I don't remember where from. They look like a couple of tough dudes, though.
Fargo sent us to find out what happened to Hess.
He got stabbed in the back of the head at a strip club is what happened to him.
I like that they're having this whole conversation while the other guy has no idea what they're talking about, and they're not even providing subtitles, so we don't know what they're talking about either.
There was a guy, came by the garage the day it happened. Brown hair, just under 6 feet, not young, not old, had a cut on his forehead. Here.
Shoot, man, I forgot he went there. So a few people probably remember what he looks like, so Lester's not the only suspect.
He was my friend, okay? Sam. Sure, he was a jerk, but deep down, all I'm saying is you're gonna find him, right? The guy who did it.
Don't need any subtitles for that to understand what he's talking about. I don't know who exactly they are, but it feels like they're a pretty capable duo. Oh, interesting. So, did that injury just come from a bit of bullet spray then? I was wondering what it was from before.
Just stay with us, until you get the house cleaned up. Cops left a real mess. Oh, yeah? Yeah, the crime scene and all? Really turned the place upside down. Looking for clues, I suppose.
He better hope he did a good job of cleaning the place up, which he didn't really do because things were moving too fast. But since it is his house, he can probably explain all the fingerprints. Feel bad for her, man. I liked Vern a lot just in the short time that we got with him. It'll be interesting to see if she actually does get promoted to captain now that he's gone.
We got now a list of who'll come by when and do what. This is on the due date, get you to the hospital, bring you home, so you're covered.
Say, Bill, I was thinking we should talk to Lester Nygaard.
I mean, it is sad that Vern is out of the picture, but if it makes way for more of Bob Odenkirk, I am all on board for that.
Went to high school with Lester. Had to dissect a mouse in Mrs. Knutson's class, and poor Lester fainted. Girl had her monthly once in gym class. There goes Lester, fainting again.
Yeah, it seems like he absolutely does not do well with blood. And he would be halfway right. He's not responsible for Vern, but he is for the wife.
I'm thinking this is home invasion. It's a drifter. Drug-related, maybe, but not, Lester Nygaard. Am I right, Ida?
You're not right.
Nice dialogue right there. I don't know how good of a cop that Bill is, though. Seems to me like he is asserting himself into the top position right now, though. So it seems like it's going right in line with what she was saying last episode, how he has the seniority.
Mr. Nygaard, we got some questions.
This is Molly.
Deputy Salberson.
Sure, nice to meet you.
Like I was saying, we got some questions.
How you holding up, Lester? How's the head?
Oh my gosh, they're conflicting with each other so much in their first real interaction as a duo.
You don't remember Chief Thurman come into the house then?
No, I feel sick about that. I guess he saw the guy breaking in.
No, Chief Thurman came to talk to you about a man you may have met in the emergency room.
He's certainly thought out his story pretty well. He's got it all laid out pretty clear for him.
If this is too hard for you, you can just give us the bare
We got a
bones,
witness says
you know?
that she saw you and this other fella arguing about Sam Hess.
Oh man, great shot right there. I love it. Such an interesting dynamic too, with Bill still trying to get Lester out of the situation.
You were talking about him in the emergency room.
It's real fuzzy, but I might have said, my face is a mess. A mess sounds like Hess.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh geez, dude, that is not a very convincing argument. Although it seems like Bill believes that he believes anything at this point that gets him out of this.
She was a good woman, you know. Good wife. I just keep asking myself, who could have done a thing like this?
Oh man, Lester. He's got that Walter White energy, man, just lying through his teeth to people.
Alrighty, what's your name?
Why?
So I can find the package.
Duluth.
I'm sorry?
The package is addressed to Duluth.
Oh man, so it was intentional that they left out his name originally just to keep the mystery up.
I can't give you your mail if you don't show ID.
Sure you can. All you gotta do is look through those packages over there, find the one addressed to Duluth, and then hand it to me.
This is so great, man. All his interactions are insane. I said it once last episode, but again, this man has huge Sugar vibes from No Country for Old Men, which I'm a huge fan of because that's one of my favorite characters in film.
This is highly irregular.
No, highly irregular is the time I found a human foot in a toaster oven. This is just odd.
Oh man, he certainly knows how to scare people. I love how calm and collected he is all the time. It almost makes him more intimidating than if he was like being loud or yelling.
I'm a minister, apparently.
Sir?
Great stuff. Did they just send him fake information? Seems like he'll be able to give an ID in the future now. It's also very interesting that they have pretty quickly showed how he's just like a contracted hitman or something like that. And so there's somebody above him even.
You're looking at the supermarket king of Minnesota, La Mercado Rey. 29 markets in 15 counties. And it all started right here in this office.
That guy's doing pretty well for himself, man. His book seems to be everywhere.
Our mutual friend said something about a blackmail letter.
Oh, interesting. So this is some guy that he's going to do a job for then. I thought he was a target.
It's a pretty specific number, $43,613.
Maybe he wants to pay off his student loans. I don't know. What matters is can you find the guy?
Hey, Dad. Got a good one for you.
Oh my gosh. Complete change in attitude compared to his dad.
What's a karate expert's favorite beverage? Karate.
Oh gosh, dude. Swing and a miss on that one, if you ask me. I like how he just gets in here to tell him a joke, though. That's great.
You think your wife's blackmailing you?
You ever nail a Greek woman? After 40, their pussies grow teeth. And she ain't my wife. She's my soon-to-be ex-wife. And she is suing me for 50%.
Interesting, man. I don't know if I believe that's the person who's bothering him, though, because $43,000 doesn't seem like much if she's going for 50%.
You, want something personal?
Yeah, could you put to Frank Peterson, thanks for nailing my blackmailer. I'm just kidding. Anything you want. You're the writer.
Oh man, I don't know for sure, but I feel like he's having him sign the book just so he has a copy of his signature to use. Maybe he's gonna forge something later on. Or maybe he literally just gave him a copy of the book so he knows who to find.
That's Nygaard, Mr. and Mrs. We're hearing the chief of police was shotgunned in the foyer. That means entryway.
Nice. Dude, I freaking love the little bits of humor sprinkled in this. Definitely makes it super entertaining.
That means suspicious persons or jailhouse snitches saying they know a thing.
Oh, fantastic editing right there. I freaking love that. I'm glad we're seeing this cop again. He certainly has the big information right now. Hey, nice frame right there. Who's that lady, though? And is this guy single? Does he have an interest? Whoa, okay, that lady is not shy at all. What the heck? There's definitely something going on there, I assume.
Good day?
Yeah. We had an assembly.
Another great frame. I love how this show has been doing that a lot, where we have the forefront conversation, but then other stuff going on in the background.
I might be in a situation where, and this hasn't happened and it won't, if I try to stop a guy from doing a bad thing, I could get hurt or worse. And then who would take care of you?
He says that situation hasn't happened, but it literally just did. I love how they're setting some of these characters up. It's not easy being a cop when you have family members, especially if you're the only one that can take care of them.
Could be Lenny.
Who's Lenny?
Comes in here a lot. I heard him say a few things over the years about guys like Hess. That's him. At the bar. Band-aid on his head.
Whoa, that guy looks surprisingly like our main villain. That's insane.
What's a dog gonna do in space? At least with a monkey, they can operate the equipment and stuff.
Oh my gosh. I guess up close he doesn't look quite as similar, but he still matches some of the description.
Seriously, how'd you hurt your head?
Screw. I ain't afraid of a dink and a lepton. You like playing with knives? Oh, you keep talking, big boy, you're gonna find out.
I don't think this dude realizes who he's talking to right there, but he's not making a good case for himself, seeing as they assume he's the one who did it. And I mean, the villain seems like a pretty freaking smart guy, so it wouldn't surprise me if he did plan all that to make it look like it was him.
I don't think it's him.
Strike out for the first one.
I work for Mike, your divorce attorney.
Charmed, I'm sure. Oh, sorry, just bronzed.
Whoa, get out of here, dude. We got freaking Dennis. Freaking legendary cast member. This is wild. There's so many recognizable people.
Frank Peterson.
Oh, yeah, from the store.
Hey, I got one for you. What kind of bone will a dog never eat?
Chicken.
A trombone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the sun is not too bright, dude. Gotta give it to him, though. He's one-upped him on the dad joke.
Everything's gonna work out, okay?
Aren't they just the sweetest pair?
Dude, they have an odd relationship right there, and it's so freaking wild seeing Dennis all of a sudden just age like 10 years.
She's in the basement, dead. And, look, I'm freaking out here. I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's what that was. I totally didn't make that connection before. He was listening to that in the first scene. Or was it just the dialogue that happened to be playing over that scene? I think that's what it was.
She's in the basement, dead. And, look, I'm freaking out here. I don't know what to do.
Lester, have you been a bad boy?
And it looks to me like he freaking just solved it right there. The bronzing definitely is a strong connection.
Yeah, pack up your and blow. I'll tell Stavros you couldn't find the guy. And in return, I won't bust your head. I did some digging on you, made some calls, you get me?
I love how he's still just so stone-faced. He is not intimidated by anybody else.
Give me the letter. Pack up your... How you doing?
Freaking audacity of this man. No respect for this other dude.
Okay, Slick. I got your number. I'm on to you. Just remember, you were warned. Semenko warned you.
I don't think you're the one who's getting warned right now. Semenko might be dead here real quick if he tries to show him up like that again.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page about everything.
Same page about what?
Just want to make sure you know to focus on the break-in angle. Maybe call some other towns, see if they had a similar problem.
Dang, dude. Bill is just a freaking hindrance big time to this. Definitely the wrong option to promote in this case. Molly is the better choice.
See if they affected any car stops, suspicious types, where the driver had a head wound and the like.
Yeah.
Leave poor Lester alone, will you?
He's not much of a poor Lester in this case. Oh man, good shot right there. I think that death is going to be weighing on her for quite a while. But I was going to say though, if they do put it out for a suspicious type, they'll probably be led to the other cop who saw our killer. But I mean, he already knows about it because they were talking about it in the other scene. Oh, dang, smart hiding place right there. I don't think the cops would have ever thought to look there.
You'll be in Gordo's room. He's on the sofa, which is... don't worry. His dad built him a fort. He loves it.
Man, and now he's going to stay with them. That's definitely going to provide a lot of awkward interactions, I feel like, just because of how terrible they were in the first episode, especially between him and Chaz.
I've been thinking maybe I should sell the place.
It is the right choice, sweetie. Too many bad memories in that old house. Both Chaz and me think so. Oh, jeez. I am so sorry.
I feel like that thing is going to start causing him some issues, though. The cut on his hand, or the bullet shrapnel hole, whatever it is. I'd be surprised if he just got off scot-free.
Pain pill or something more topical?
Something to keep it from getting infected.
That'd be an antibacterial. I got some in the back.
Mr. Nygaard?
Yeah. Oh, hiya.
Oh, dang, that is so unfortunate for her to come in right now. If that guy comes out and says he's got the antibacterial stuff, he's gonna look so guilty.
Sir.
You know what? I gotta be honest. I'm starting to feel a little harassed here.
Now, that's not...
You're unquit.
Oh no, man, she heard. She's gonna start doing some digging with that, I bet. And he's looking mad suspicious right now, too.
You're saying this is all some big coincidence, and suddenly we got 4 victims in 24 hours, yourself included. And then there's this witness saying that you were talking about Sam Hess the day he died. And
Molly's good, man. She knows her stuff, and she's absolutely on the right trail.
Talk to Bill. He'll tell you. This was a break-in. You're wasting time talking to me. I can't help you. Watch your feet now.
Oh gosh, dude, I bet she's really wishing she had Vern right now. She's basically handcuffed in the situations, even though it's so clear that there's more that he knows. Martin Freeman's acting is so good, though.
it turns out Lester and Hess went to high school together, and Hess used to beat him up.
Learned detective might consider that a clue.
Yeah, but Bill's a big believer in coincidence, apparently.
It's funny because Bill is way off on some things, but he is surprisingly right on some other things. They've both got a separate piece of the puzzle.
Here we get this car crash, and the driver has a head injury, and maybe he went to the emergency room where he talked to Lester about Sam Hess, and then there's the fracas with, Lester's wife and Vern.
She is smart, man. She put together a lot of that from not too many clues. It's definitely going to be hard to keep her off the trail for long.
Molly, could I have a word?
Pull up a chair. You want some coffee, or?
Yeah, no, Lester Nygaard called me.
Oh gosh, he went straight to Bill and is gonna get Molly in trouble. Such a terrible situation, man.
I'm the chief now. Everyone's got to line up behind me, toe the line.
Sure, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we talked about this. And now I got to take you off the case.
Oh gosh, dude, Bill is an absolute problem right now. The Lester case is never gonna be solved if she's off it. What? Dude, are they gonna freaking drop him down and kill him? I guess I was way off thinking these guys were some sort of detectives before. They're a couple of bad dudes. Oh, brutal, man. Even though this is just a show, it's still so uncomfortable to watch. I can't even imagine the pain you would have, although it might be a freaking quick death. Dang, and that's the note it ends on. Jeez. The story is definitely heating up even more. I'm very curious to see what the villain does next, though, because he was definitely in this episode a lot less than the first. And I think at this point, 2 episodes in, I think he is my favorite person to watch so far, but everybody in the show show I find super interesting, and I like that there's so many different stories happening right now, which I am sure they're going to start converging eventually. But I am pretty impressed with Lester's skill at avoiding suspicion outside of Molly, because it seems like now that she's off the case, he can just go about living his life as normal as before. But on the other hand, she might get pretty quickly towards the villain based off her work on the other case that she's on now. And I like how this show is dealing with some pretty heavy stuff and definitely has its more serious moments, but it also really well balances humor and kind of a lighter side of things as well. And so I'm really enjoying that aspect. So 2 episodes into this show now. Once again, those of you who vote on the polls have showed how great your taste is in quality stuff. Once again, I'm absolutely loving this so far. Cannot wait to see what happens next and how the story develops and how stories interconnect. And well, some things are moving very quickly, especially in the first episode. I also like how they're just sprinkling in a little bit of plot stuff that I assume will come back into play later. Like, for example, the other cop who had an interaction with the villain in the first episode, who I forget his name, but the kind of lady that he saw across the way, I assume that that's going to come back into play later. And then things like the injury on Lester's hand, which keeps popping up bit by bit, I assume that could turn into a bigger issue later on. But I really appreciate the storytelling so far, and I think it's got a great group of characters and a great cast to play those characters. I think everyone's doing a great job so far, and there's no one really, in my opinion, that's bringing down the quality. There's no one that I'm not excited to see. So far with these first 2 episodes, it's had my attention the entire runtime, and so it makes me excited for the future and what's in store. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for this episode. Excited to have you all along for the ride. Looking forward to the future developments, and until the next episodes, I will see you all later. Peace.